if you look at a per income by capita breakdown, the Asian community is at the highest tier. They're even higher than white people. So if the Asian community is higher than white people, which means from an income standpoint, they're at these, they have the opportunities, they have the situations where they're in a position to make more money and make more capital. If they're even making more capital than the white folks, how in the world can somebody sit there and say, well, the white folks are keeping us from doing X, Y, and Z? How? So their sole focus is crushing the black folks. When if you look at the historical makeup of the country, everybody is going, other than the white folks, obviously, because they were the ones running stuff. But even let's talk about that for example. But like if you look at that, and it seems like to me, if you look at the breakdown, I think at times our community gives more power to another community because based off of stuff that happened. So because you give them that power, because you're so quick to be like, they're keeping me down, they're doing this, they're keeping me from doing X, Y, and Z. They just keep running with it. As opposed to people talking about standing up and taking your power back and taking control of the things going on, we won't do it. There are things that happen, and every community has their issue. Every community has their stuff that's going on. The difference is for us, we're constantly stuck to me in this mindset of we're constantly complaining. Oh, this is going on. This is going on. This is going on. Instead of focusing on what the ancestors actually did, which has become self-sufficient. So you're not looking for a handout. You're not looking for somebody to give you something. You're not looking for somebody to provide you something. You went out and got it on your own. You went out and made your own. Getting people out of this, it's like for our community, it's like we just got to get out of this mindset of somebody giving you a handout. Somebody you're looking for somebody else to do something for you. We can't even come together to form anything to be able to be prosperous. And then when you get the small groups that do it and start to make a move, people will hate on you. You have people in your own community that will shoot you down and denigrate you because you're doing something with yourself and you're advancing. And like I said, this is not a blanket to say everybody can do this because you got different segments of the community that move a certain way and do certain things. But if you look at the majority as a whole, like, and you start breaking it down to those particular things, that's what happens. Why aren't, from a community standpoint, why aren't more prominent folks celebrated? And when I mean prominent, it's when people that went through the grind of going to school, getting a decent job, and I would say more than a decent job, or doing stuff to where they've set themselves up from a financial standpoint by growing and working, making the connections because you can't do it on your own. You can at times if you get lucky and you strike up a thing. But hell, you look at black culture and people talking about something, oh man, we need to support the community, support the community. If you do a poll right now, literally do a poll right now and post it online somewhere and say, hey, if a black person sets up a business, how many people are going to go support that business? You'll get a 50-50 split. Why? Because the narrative is black owned businesses are not professional. They don't do things the right way. This is and third, blah, 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 blah. And that's not a blanket on all because you have a lot of successful black businesses and a lot of successful folks, entrepreneurs that started on business that are doing great and thriving. But if you look at for community, if you look at dive deep into the different communities and look at the breakdowns, you would literally see that somebody can open up a store in a community trying to provide something, trying to do something, and you get people robbing the store, you get people running up in the store saying they want a discount, this is and the third, when a person's trying to be profitable and trying to help the community by taking the money that they've made or trying to establish something in the community to grow it and make it better. But people will denigrate you. Why? People get jealous for whatever reason. People feel like you owe them something for whatever reason. Why is that? What the hell happened? Like literally, what happened? They talk about the stuff with our ancestors, like getting out of slavery and stuff like that. And what did they do? They got out and they worked. They grind. They pushed through.